Good morning, class. Today we start Digital Technique first unit, number system and its codes. This unit contain four unit outcome. First, conversion of one number system into another number system. Second, perform binary addition and subtraction using ones and twos complement method. Third, BCD, Gray, XS3, ASCII code and its conversion. Fourth, BCD addition and its rules. Before starting this unit, first we understand what is analog signal and what is digital signal. Analog signal is defined as the signal having continuous values, where digital signal is defined as signal which has finite numbers of discrete values. If you observe analog signal waveform, you find that amplitude is on x-axis and time is on y-axis. Or we can say that analog signal is a function of amplitude versus time. If you observe digital signal, you find that it has only two values, 1 and 0, where 1 indicate high signal, 0 indicate low signal. Third point, analog signal contain infinite number of values. That is, if we observe the waveform and select any two different points, if you connected these 2 points, then these 2 points contain infinite number of intermediate values. But if we observe digital signal contains only finite values. That is, if you observe first entry and last entry of waveform, in between these two values, we have 0010, which is finite values. Next point, analog signal is continuous in nature, digital signal is discrete in nature. Analog signal generated by signal generator and transducer, where digital signal are generated by computer and A to D converter. Application of analog signal, operational amplifier, telephone, FM radio, etc. Application of digital signal, computer, laptop, mobile phones, internet. Analog signals are less accurate. We can say this by considering FM radio. FM radio uses analog signal. The quality of sound at Pune is much better than quality of sound in Indapur, because in Pune you get more accurate signal. In Indapur you get noisy or distorted signal. So analog signals are less accurate, digital signals are more accurate. Analog signal cannot be stored. You cannot store song on FM radio. Digital signal can be stored. You can store a song in your mobile in digital form. Analog signal has more effect of noise. Digital signal has less effect of noise. Analog signal has more distortion. Digital signal has less distortion. Analog signals are affected by temperature change. Digital signals are not affected by temperature change. In this unit, we study different number system. Every digital electronics, every digital component, laptop, computer uses information in the form of numbers. So, in this unit, we want to study four different number system. First, decimal number system. Second, binary number system. Third, octal number system. Fourth, hexadecimal number system. This four number system has its own base, or we can call it as radix. Base or radix of a number system is the total number of digits used in number system. For example, decimal number system has base 10. That is, decimal number system contain 10 digits or 10 numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It contains 10 numbers, so it has base 10. If you observe another number system, for example, binary number system, it has base 2, so it contains only two digits, 0 and 1. If you observe octal number system, it has base 8. It contains 8 numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you observe hexadecimal number system, it has base 16. It contains 16 number, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so base is nothing but number of digits present in number system is called as base. Decimal number system has base 10. Binary number system has base 2. Octal number system has base 8. Hexadecimal number system has its base 16. First, we start with decimal number system. From our childhood, we uses this number system, decimal number system. The base of decimal number system is 10. So it is called as base 10 or radix 10 number system. Decimal number system contain 10 digits, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Example of decimal number system: 45, 1267, 167, 245.789, 23.45. If you observe 45 and 167, you find that at the base of 167, we write 10. This 10 is nothing but base of decimal number system. But if you observe 45, there is no 10 is written at its base. For decimal number system, we can write 10 at the base of any number, or we can write any number without 10. These two number are nothing but decimal number. Means 45 is also decimal number, 167 also decimal number system. Decimal number. Second number system is binary number system. In all modern computers or all modern devices, laptop, computer, mobile, everything work on the binary number system. Binary number system contain only two digits, 0 and 1. Binary number system is also called as base 2 or radix 2 number system. In binary system, 0 indicate low logic level, 1 indicate high logic level. If you observe the following waveform, you find that it contains 0011. The 0 indicate low logic level, which is corresponding to 0 volt. 1 indicate high logic level corresponding to 5 volt. Digital electronics operate on different technology. CMOS is one of its technology. The CMOS technology contain low logic level from 0 volt to 1.5 volt. Any signal whose voltage lies between 0 volt to 1.5 volt will be considered as a low logic level. Any signal between 3.5 volt to 5 volt will be considered as a high logic level. This is applicable for input signals. For output signal, 0 volt to 0.5 volt will be considered as a low logic level. 4.95 to 5 volt will be considered as a high logic level. For TTL technology, TTL stand for transistor logic. For TTL, 0 volt to 0.8 volt will be considered as a low logic level. 2 volt to 5 volt will be considered as a high logic level. This is applicable for input signal. For output signal, 0 volt to 0.5 volt will be considered as a low logic level. 2.7 volt to 5 volt will be considered as a high logic level. In the chapter, we study different conversion. The first conversion is decimal to binary conversion. The first problem in which we convert decimal 25 into its equivalent binary number. So, first I write 25 over here. This 25 is divided by 2. So, 25 divided by 2, answer will be 12 point something. So, I remove this floating part. So, 25 divided by 2, my answer is 12. My answer is 12. 12 into 2, 24. 25 minus 24, my remainder is 1. Okay, I again repeat. 25 divided by 2, answer will be 12. 12 into 2, 24. 25 minus 24, remainder will be 1. Next, this 12 divided by 2, answer will be 6. 6 into 12, 2, 12. 12 minus 12, remainder will be 0. Next, this 6 divided by 2, answer will be 3. 3 into 2, 6. 6 minus 6, remainder will be 0. Next, 3 divided by 2, answer will be 1. 2 into 1, 2. 3 minus 2, remainder will be 1. Next, 1 divided by 2, answer will be 0. 2 into 0, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. Remainder will be 1. Okay. So whatever this 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 is nothing but binary number. But this binary number we need to write in proper form. We write binary number from MSB to LSB. MSB nothing but most significant bit. LSB nothing but least significant bit. Binary number are always written in MSB to LSB format. In MSB to LSB format. So whatever answer I get, I need to write this answer from bottom to top. That is MSB to LSB. So my correct answer is 11001, which is equivalent to 25 in decimal. Means 25 in decimal can be written as 11001 in binary. I hope you understand. Our second problem is 67. We need to convert this 67 decimal into equivalent binary. I write 67 over here. 67 divided by 2. My answer will be 33. 33 2 into 2, 66. 67 minus 66, remainder will be 1. Okay. Next, 33 divided by 2, answer will be 16. 16 into 2, 32. 33 minus 32, remainder will be 1. Next, 16 divided by 2, answer will be 8. 8 into 2, 16. 16 minus 16, remainder is 0. Next, 8. Next, 8 divided by 2, answer will be 4, remainder is 0. Next, 4 divided by 2, answer will be 2, remainder is 0. Next, 2 divided by 2, answer will be 1. 2 into 1, 2. 2 minus 2, remainder is 0. Next, 1 divided by 2, answer will be 0, remainder will be 1. Okay, so I already told that key last number is your MSB, first number is your LSB. We write the number from bottom to top. So my answer is 1 0 0 0 0 1 1. This is equivalent to 67 in decimal. Next problem is 134.728 decimal. We want to write equivalent binary number. So if you observe 134.728, it is a floating point number. So we divide this floating point number into parts, 134 and 0.728. So first we convert 134 into binary by same previous method. 134 divided by 2, answer will be 67, remainder will be 0. Next, 67 divided by 2, 67 divided by 2, answer will be 33, remainder is 1. Next, 33 divided by 2, answer will be 16, remainder is 1. Next, 16 divided by 2, answer will be 8, remainder is 0. Next, 8 divided by 2, answer will be 4, remainder is 0. Next, 4 divided by 2, answer will be 2, remainder is 0. Next, 2 divided by 2, answer will be 1, remainder is 0. Next, 1 divided by 2, answer will be 0, remainder is 1. We write this number from bottom to top, right? So from MSB to LSB, so my correct answer is 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 0, which is equivalent to 134 decimal, right? So I completed my first part. Then I want to convert 0.728 into binary number. So First I write 0.728 multiply by this by 2. My answer will be 1.456. Out of this 1.456, I take 1 out right over here, right? My remaining part is 0.456 multiply by 2. My answer will be 0.912. I again take 0 out. Remaining part is 0.912 multiply by 2. My answer will be 1.824. I again take 1 out. My remaining part is 0.824 multiply by 2. Answer will be 1.648. I again take 1 out and remaining part is 0.648. I can repeat this procedure for infinite time. But it is not necessary to repeat this procedure infinite time. We will repeat this procedure up to only 4 iteration. Up to only 4 iteration. So after 4 iteration, I get 1011. I get 1011, which is binary equivalent for 0.728. So whatever I get 1011, I need to write this value from top to bottom. From top to bottom. So for 0.728, my binary equivalent is 0.1011. 0.1011. Okay. So I combine these two binary numbers. For 134 decimal, my answer is 1 4 times 0 110. For 0.728, my answer is 0.1011. I combine this both number. 134.728 decimal is equivalent to 1 4 times 0 110.1011, which is equivalent to 134.728 decimal. I hope you understand. Next part is binary to decimal number conversion. So in this problem, we want to convert binary number 111001 into its equivalent decimal number. So first I write this number over here, binary number 111001. For this number, extreme right hand side is LSB, extreme left hand side is MSB. We always write the number from MSB to LSB. Next part, we need to write position of each digit. So LSB has 0 position, MSB has fifth number position. So first digit had 0 number position, second digit 1, third digit 2, fourth digit 3, fifth digit 4. This will continue. LSB has 0 number position, MSB has fifth number position. Then we write the weight. Weighting weight is nothing but 2 raised to position. If you consider this 0, sorry, if you consider this 1, it has position 0. So weight is 2 raised to 0. If you consider this one, it has position 5. So weight is 2 raised to 5. So we write respective weight. Then decimal number is nothing but binary number multiplied by its weight. So 1 multiplied by its weight 2 raised to 5. So first part is 1 into 2 raised to 5 plus this one multiplied by 2 raised to 4. 1 into 2 raised to 4 plus 1 into 2 raised to 3. 1 into 2 raised to 3. Next 0 into 2 raised to 2. 0 into 2 raised to 2. Next, 0 into 2 raised to 1, 0 into 2 raised to 1. Next, 1 into 2 raised to 0, 1 into 2 raised to 0. If we simplify this, you find you get 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. If you perform the addition, you find it that this addition is 57. This addition is 57. That is, 111001 binary is equivalent to 57 in decimal. I hope you understand. Next. Okay, here we take one floating binary number. My binary number is 1011.1101. I want to convert this floating point binary number into respective decimal number. Okay, so I write this binary number over here, 1011.1101. This point is nothing but radix point. This point is nothing but radix point. So again, I write the position. While writing the position, first we consider radix point. On right hand side, we find position is in negative, means first digit has position -1. Second digit has position -2. Third digit has position -3. Fourth digit has position -4. On left hand side of radix point, position start from 0, 1, 2, 3. This is most important point. Radix point on right hand side, position will be negative, -1, -2, -3, -4. On left hand side of radix point, position start from 0, 1, 2, 3. So next, I want to write the weight. Okay, so weight will be, okay, there is one small mistake. I write all weights as 2, but actually not 2. It is 2 raised to position. Means first weight is 2 raised to 3. Next 2 raised to 2. Next 2 raised to 1. Next 2 raised to 0. 2 raised to -1. 2 raised to -2. 2 raised to -3. 2 raised to -4. So decimal number is nothing but this 1 multiplied by this weight. Means 1 into 2 raised to 3. Second, this 0 multiply by weight, 0 into 2 raised to 2. Next, 1 multiply by 2 raised to 1. Next, 1 into 2 raised to 0 plus 1 into 2 raised to -1. 1 into 2 raised to -2. 0 into 2 raised to -3. 1 into 2 raised to -4. If you simplified all this thing, you find decimal number as 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.25 plus 0 plus 0.625. If you perform all this addition, you get the decimal number as 11.8125. You get the addition as 11.8125. So this is equivalent decimal number corresponding to 1011.1101 in binary. So this is assignment number 1 for chapter 1. First question is convert following decimal number into binary number. I given the four question: 37, 467, 129.452, 89.753. Second question, convert binary to decimal number. First question is 10101. Second question, 11000101. Third, 1100.101. Fifth, 1100101111.11011. You have to solve all this question. If you had any query, then please ask me directly. I will solve your all problems. So we stop over here and continue with tomorrow lecture. Thank you.